This podcast has been named a Common Sense selection by Common Sense Media, recognized for its outstanding content for kids and families.
Assalamu alaikum. You are listening to Season 5 of Once Upon a Crescent, a Muslim kids podcast. And I am your host, Mrs. Hashmi, and I am so glad to be back narrating more original stories just for you. Your imagination is the most important part of my podcast. I'll tell the story and you'll see it playing out in your mind. Are you ready to turn on that big imagination of yours? Because I'm ready to turn on my big storytelling voice. Just kidding. This is my storytelling voice. Today's story is called Hamza and Ammar's Clique. It was a quiet afternoon in Alexandria, Egypt, where two brothers, Hamza and Ammar, were quietly reading. These boys loved books. They read a lot. Sometimes reading helped spark ideas for them to play their own pretend games. Their pretend games involved fantasy creatures in the make-believe world. Hamza got up from his spot on the couch and excitedly closed the book he was reading. He looked to his younger brother and exclaimed, "I have a fun game we can play. I'll be a dragon master that flies the beastly dragon into a cave on a mountain where I'll find you. You can be a samurai, Ammar. Let's see who will win, a dragon master or a samurai." Hamza loved directing their pretend playtime, and Ammar loved to follow. The two boys jumped to their feet with their imagination leading the way. "If I called my dragon, he'd blow his fire breath in a second, and you'd be defeated, Ammar." "No, that's cheating. You're supposed to fight with me without any help. It's not like samurais have any fantasy creatures they can use. That's not fair." Hamza smiled at his little brother. "Okay, fine, you're right." Mama walked in with a snack from the kitchen. "Who wants French fries?" she asked sweetly. "Wash your hands before sitting at the table," Mama reminded. The boys glanced at each other and dashed to the restroom to wash their hands. They went to the table with their clean hands and hungry bellies. The smell of fresh, salty potatoes filled the air. This was one of the boys' favorite afternoon snacks. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. "Mama, can we have computer time to play Minecraft after we eat, please?" Ammar asked with his mouth full. Mama shook her head, no. No, not yet. First, we're going to do a learning video and then you can have free time. How about those mystery science videos that you boys like? The boys nodded in agreement quickly. They finished their snack and hugged their mama to thank her. Mama pointed at the table immediately. "You have to pick up after yourself too. Put the plates in the sink and clean up this table, boys." Ammar smacked his forehead. We always forget that." Hamza laughed at his little brother. The laptop was fully charged when they went to the room to open it up. They grabbed their notebooks to write down the answers to today's science question, just like Mama taught them. Hamza searched up their mystery science videos on YouTube. Both Hamza and Ammar were ready to scroll through to choose a topic that interested them both. Hamza read them out loud. "How deep does the ocean go?" "Nah," Ammar replied. "What's worse, a hurricane or a tornado?" That sounds interesting, right, Ammar?" "Nah," Ammar replied again. "Why do snakes shed their skin?" Ammar thought. I do like animals. Okay, let's click that one. Before Hamza could click on that YouTube video, another video caught his eye from the search list. This is weird, Ammar. Did you ever see this video before? Ammar walked up to the laptop screen and squinted. No, but that looks kind of weird and cool. Should we click on it? Hamza stared at the video title for a moment and read it out loud. Dragon Slayer video game trailer, T for teens. No, Ammar, it says T for teens. It's probably not meant for kids. Ammar frowned. Aw, but we were just talking about Dragon Slayers. Why isn't it for kids? It's on our YouTube search though, right? Hamza was really tempted to click on the video to see what it was about. But he paused for a moment to think it through. What if it's too scary for you, Ammar? Before Hamza could move away the mouse, Ammar pushed down on his brother's hand and the mouse clicked on the video to play it. Ammar, why'd you do that? That's not funny. I thought you wanted to watch it. You were just standing there frozen, so I helped. Ammar yelled back. The boys were now upset with one another. Meanwhile, on the screen of their laptop, the Dragon Slayer video game trailer began to play in the background. The boys stood still in place and watched as if they were hypnotized. They stared at the screen and watched as dark creatures and dragons emerged from the ground violently in battle. There were warriors and ninjas and lots of weapons. This video game trailer was rated T for teens for a reason. The screen turned bright red and a creepy noise got louder and louder in the background. The boys slammed the laptop shut and screamed for help. Ah, Mama! Ah, Mama! Mama came rushing into the room, frantic and worried about why her boys were screaming. Hamza and Ammar immediately sprang forward, leaping into their mom's arms, hugging her tight. They were panting and scared. Mama looked at the laptop and knew immediately it was probably a video clip online that scared the boys. She held them tight and hugged them in a comforting embrace. Baba came rushing into the room and called,
Hamza, Ammar, are you guys okay? في إيه اللي حصل? What happened?
He said, looking at Mama. I think they saw something scary online. Baba rubbed his sons back gently. He rubbed their heads and gave them each a kiss on the head.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. I seek refuge with Allah from Satan, the cursed one. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. This must have been really scary, guys, huh? I will take a look at your laptop later on tonight and we'll put some ad blockers and safety tools. This will never happen again, inshallah.
I'm sorry, Baba. I'm so sorry. The boys felt so bad about what happened. Hamza, in particular, was feeling sad about it all.
Hey, listen, it's not your fault. You're not in trouble, okay? I know you didn't mean to. There are thousands and thousands of videos online, and it's important to know which are safe and which are not. Just like you would wear a helmet before riding a bike for safety, we should also think about the safety of your brain and heart, okay?
Ammar chuckled. We need a helmet for our heart, Baba? Baba smiled.
Yes, we should always protect our heart. What we watch can definitely affect our mind and heart. Look at what happened just now. You saw something and got scared. You ran to us because of that fear.
Baba placed his hands on their chest and felt their pounding heartbeats. Hamza spoke up. Baba, next time I will come ask you and Mama if we can click on something new.
Yes, that's a great plan, Hamoudi.
Baba felt so proud of Hamza. Mama nodded. Inshallah, it won't happen again. Don't worry. Now we all know what to do for next time. Ammar was lost in thought, but finally asked, But Baba, what if I have a bad dream because of the creepy noises from the red screen? Baba looked to Ammar and said,
Do you know what the Prophet ﷺ would do after seeing a bad dream?
Ammar and Hamza both shook their head no.
The Prophet ﷺ said, A bad dream is from the shaitan. So if one of you sees anything in a dream which he dislikes, he should spit on his left side 3 times and seek refuge with Allah from its evil, and then it would never harm him.
Baba demonstrated what that looked like to his boys and then playfully poked their bellies.
So you guys ate French fries without me, huh? Where's my plate, Ammuri?
Ammar held his Baba's hand and led him to the kitchen to share some fries with him. Ammar looked back to the closed laptop and felt a shiver. Baba poked his belly once more, playfully asking about the fries.
Where's my plate, Ammuri?
Ammar forgot about the feeling by the time he was in the kitchen. Later that evening, after Hamza and Ammar fell asleep, Baba took out the laptop and downloaded some parental controls to make sure that the boys' time online would not be such a startling one like it did today. Just as Baba was finishing up his work on the laptop, he heard something from Hamza in Ammar's room. He shut the laptop closed and walked into the room to see Ammar awake on his bed. Baba watched as little Ammar spat 3 times to his left and recited, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Baba walked in and kissed his sons on the forehead and whispered the sleeping dua to them.
Allahumma bismika amutu ahya. Good night, guys. Love you.
He turned to walk out of their room, but Hamza reached out to his Baba's arm and tugged him tight. Without any words spoken, Baba knew what this meant. He climbed into bed with the boys and fell asleep in between them with his arms around both of them for some extra comfort. Thank you for listening to this episode. This episode was sponsored by Brother Abdurrahman Mustafa from Egypt. This episode is for his 2 boys, Hamza and Ammar. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.